Hey everyone, it's Dog Speaks. I've changed my YouTube channel name and I am going to attempt to do a talk and drive video at the same time. So if this video turns out to be an absolute tragedy, I'm very sorry, and I apologise for the lighting as well. The sun's just come out obviously, and so folks, state of the country. It is Thursday the 27th of January, and England has come out of pretty much all restrictions, so there's no mandate to wear a mask if you don't want to anymore. So Partygate is still going on, and the situation in Europe is that we may or may not be going to war with Russia due to the situation in Ukraine. That's obviously a foreign affairs thing that's happening. Yeah, Boris Johnson just won't resign. He just won't resign. He hasn't got it in him. It's not within his personality to do that. And it's just getting to a point where it's just turning into just a joke. It's just a joke. Like, he is just the worst person. He is just such a terrible human being, that we're just now lumped with this bloke who just will not lead. Like, in a democracy, what happens? Like, what happens in a so-called democracy like the UK, where a sitting Prime Minister refuses to leave office when they've done a myriad of things wrong, misbehaved, broken laws, broken rules, and they refuse to bow out gracefully and with a modicum of respect and do the decent thing and just resign and give this country a leader that it really deserves, rather than a self-serving narcissist that just only cares about himself. And that is the reason why we still have this person in charge, I'm afraid to say. So yeah, that's the situation that we're currently in. And it's just ridiculous, isn't it? That we've got ministers, Tory ministers, coming out, being wheeled out into the media, making really, really terrible excuses as to why, you know, the Sue Gray report isn't coming out, or like why he wasn't aware he was at a party. I mean, who the hell isn't aware that they've attended their own birthday party? There was even a bloody cake. There was a cake. Oh, I wasn't informed that I was attending a birthday party. For fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. These people they're so corrupt. They're just a bunch of corrupt, incompetent, just gutter politicians. And again, like, you hear ministers come on and say, like, oh, we're the fastest growing GDP out of all of the G7, which is ridiculous, because that's from a situation, from a place of, we've had the worst death rate in the whole of Europe, which is just awful, coming out of a pandemic where you've had the absolute worst death toll. There's nothing to be proud of, and we're the best growth. It's like a competition with these people. It's disgusting. And they had on the radio yesterday, I think it was what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing that Boris Johnson has ever done? Like, either in his political career. Thank you. Thanks for that. Or his life. Myriad things, whether you want to talk about Brexit or COVID response, or his love affairs, his private life, his work as a journalist in the Telegraph or the Spectator, so many things. The ordeal with Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe, how he made her situation 10 times worse than it had to be already. She's still in prison in Iran, suffering an absolute ghoulish prison sentence for apparently teaching journalism to students when actually she was just on holiday seeing her family. And so that's on him. That's completely, again, that's on him. That man is responsible for so many terrible things that have befallen this country, and people who still defend him, who still are happily willing to say that he's still a great guy, and that he's doing the best for this country. What are you on? So deluded. Like, makes me a bit ill. And I know, to be honest, Keir Starmer isn't that much better. Like, he could really do with pulling his socks up and like going for the jugular sometimes. And I don't think that he's really done that very much, if at all. I mean, he had, to be fair, he's done a decent job in the last couple of weeks, but most of the time he's very tentative. He doesn't do any favours for the left either. And there are lots of people that are on the left that feel really politically quite homeless. So who are they supposed to vote for if not the Lib Dems or the Greens, who don't really have a good chance of getting in the next election unless Labour decide they would like to do a progressive alliance with all of the other sort of left of centre parties, which I haven't seen any signs of that happening, or any sort of stirrings that there's willingness for that to happen anytime soon. And I think, to be honest, it's the only way that we can get this bunch of ghouls out of office, because they will not be moved. They will not be moved. Yeah, and Sue Gray's report hasn't been published yet. So we're going to have to wait and see who is going to resign as and when the report is published, into the results of who was where at what time. Were they aware they were at a party? Were they not aware? How long were they there for? God, it's so forensic, isn't it? All these parties while everyone else was suffering, everyone else was locked down, unable to see loved ones and family members. Ridiculous. Oh God, these people, like, just we deserve so much better. We deserve so much better. than we are getting, and it's just, I feel like if we don't get these bastards out of power very soon, then the UK is like just monumentally fucked. I can't tell you, and it's we just need to get it sorted. Like, the world is laughing at us. Like, do you think Putin is looking at us and taking us seriously? I bet he thinks, what an absolute joke. Boris Johnson thinking he can tell me what to do. No thanks. And he'd be right, actually. He'd be right. Congratulations, we made it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me rant a little bit and drive not very well, probably. If you like this video, don't forget to rate, thumbs up, comment and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I will see you very soon in more Road Dog Speaks. Bye!